Welcome back to another episode of Our Cottage Renovation. It's been, I guess, about a month since our last episode, and I wanted to bring you up to date on what's been going on up here. I'm back. You can see the wall behind me here. I think I'm going to call this my accent wall. I just finished this today, and there's little bits of others. We'll give you a tour of what's been accomplished so far. But the big news is, if you saw the short, you know this, the short's back a little bit. But if you didn't see that, we have plumbing. We have a flushable toilet, we have a sink, we have a shower, we have all of that. In the last episode, I gave you a tour of everything in and ready to go. But as part of the tour this time around, I'll show you how everything turned out. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm very pleased. It's nice to have a toilet to flush. I joked and I said to somebody recently, I never thought at this stage of my life I would be this excited about having a toilet, but it is really, if you haven't had one or you've been without one, this is a really big deal. The closest one to the cottage here is, it's not that far, but it's down on the other side of the camp. So it's a ways away, the public one. And when we were here just about a month ago, it wasn't open yet, which we didn't know. So that added some excitement to the day. So why don't I give you a tour of what's been accomplished so far, and then I have some before and after pictures that I'll run after the tour. So hang in there, get ready for the tour. All right, so I might as well start right here with this wall. This, as you remember, this wall right here, that's the back side of the shower. And that was all open the last time, so that has now all been closed in with some pine. The initial plan was to have the corners just sort of meet, but nothing, if you live in New England or you've ever worked on an old house, you know that nothing is square or plumb. So it was very difficult to get things to line up. So that being said, we now have some trim. Now there's still one wall that's left to be closed in right here. So that's the next project. But along with this wall that you see when you first come in, this one's going to be hard to see because there's not a lot of room in here. There's this wall in the stairway has been closed in. You see some little trim pieces there along the edges of the stairway. That's to close the gaps. You might be able to see a little bit of daylight still through some places. Because nothing is square or level, but we had to make this wall, the bathroom wall, we had to make this wall level so the shower would be level. So in order to do that, it left this gap here in the stairway. But we're working on that, and it's all going to get painted anyway, so that's going to get all closed in. And I swept off the stairs today. So we're trying to think of a color. If you see the stair riser, that's from kicking it from your toe when you walk up the stairs. So obviously white's not going to work there, so we need to think of another color that we can put on there, and we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen from there. All right, next is off to the bathroom. Last time, the shower stall was installed, but hadn't been hooked up yet. So you can see the valve is there. The shower head is there behind this temporary light bulb. The shower head is there. And it is closed in. You'll see there's a little bit of gap at the top. There's going to be a fan up there in one of these bays. We're not sure which bay yet, so I haven't closed those in. But once the fan has been installed, we'll close those bays in up there as well. But that's all closed in. Now this will get sealed and painted with probably marine grade paint, just because there's going to be a lot of steam and water in this area. Water tank, the toilet. I will spare you the flushing. If you want to see the flushing, go back and look at the short. But I'll show you from the sink. Look at that. There's water. And then in the kitchen, this sink's a mess, but the kitchen sink is running, and we have water there too. So You saw this wall the last time, completed with a little shelf built. I am going to extend that shelf out there. So just another quick reminder, washer and dryer is going to go in there. That's obviously the sink cabinet. There's going to be a stove somewhere in this area. This cabinet is floating right now, and then there'll be a fridge in that corner. So that's the tour. All right, well, that wraps up this episode. I'm going to try to keep these short. I think if they're too long, they get boring and you either fall asleep or click away and go on to, I don't know, cat videos or something else. So we're going to try to keep this mercifully short, and we'll try to keep everybody as up to date as possible. So anyway, you know what to do. You can hit the subscribe. You can ding the little bell. You can share this around with your friends. You can tell them all about it and let them know about what's going on here up at our cottage. So thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.